Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Centrus energy, and on this chart we are tracking a lifetime downtrend, but it seems to have a chance to break out of it. So I am tracking this mainly as an ABC structure that has developed to the downside, but there are ways I suppose I could count this as a 5-wave structure, and let me tell you, this chart does love to extend within the wave 5. And yet here we are of course tracking the uptrend from the all-time low. But before we get there, I also want to mention that we did manage to break a few quite important levels of resistance, and we are heading now towards the next levels that start at around the $1,700 level all the way up to the $2K level. So those will also be significant areas, probably even more so than what we previously had here. And maybe even drawing the Fibonacci retracements might make sense, but it actually seems those previous levels were at the most relevant points, but the 78.6% retracement is below what we have in terms of structural resistance. Now it may still prove difficult to break the 1K level at the 78.6% retracement, but we will see when we get there. I don't think it is worth it to leave that on the chart right now. And from the all-time low, we are tracking a possible impulse to the upside. Now, as I was saying, this chart does like to extend within the wave 5 a lot, and in that idea I could argue that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4th and the 5th that has occurred here in a wave 1, and I will even label it as such. So we have here a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and then we have another wave 1 up here and a wave 2 down. Then we are looking to develop the internal wave 3 of the larger wave 3 that would need to develop. But I do have to say, before we get ahead of ourselves, it is not guaranteed that this will be an impulse developing to the upside. Based on the structure, based on the proportions, I could count this as a leading diagonal that would be forming. Now it would end up being a very large and significant one, but it is possible. Also based on basically how large this movement to the upside was, to the point that I could easily say that this was an ABC structure that has developed and that would be perfectly fine. And even here we don't have a clear 5-wave structure. Also, it could be a simple A wave up. We have here a B wave that could have bottomed here, could have developed as a triangle, and then we could be in the C wave to the upside. But in any case, I would be looking to develop a 5-wave structure in this area, either from this point or from this point at least. Now we can draw a large time frame count that I would like to track here for a 3rd wave up, and this 3rd wave is expected actually to develop to extend to quite significant amounts. Now based on the length of this wave 1, we could be looking for an ideal target in such a wave 3 at the 138.2% extension around the $5,700 level. And that is quite far away, quite a lot of extension expected within this structure, and so far it seems to be delivering quite well internally within this wave 3. I am tracking here a series of 1, 2 setups, and here another 1, 2, a 3rd wave up that would now be developing, and after that we can look for a series of 4, 5 patterns to complete this structure. Now within this wave 3 we could actually end up extending to quite significant amounts, and as I was saying, again, this chart likes to extend in the 5th wave quite a lot in some cases, where I was looking at the structure, and here we have a pretty basic series of 1, 2 setups in this area, might be even 3 actually, 3 overlapping, and here another 1, 2, 1, 2, and in this push to the upside, this could actually even cause us to track a diagonal structure overall. But I could argue also that this is a 1, 2, this is a 3rd up, a 4th down, and then here a 5th wave up. But in this case, the 5th wave would actually be the longest wave. That's not a problem. And then here we had an ABC correction, and internally within this 3rd wave to the upside we may be pretty close to a full count. But again, we see this development where here we have, it's actually difficult to count the internal structure here. It may be multiple series of 1, 2 setups, could be just a singular 1 2 here, yeah, probably something like this. Then we have another 1 2 1 2, 1 2, a third wave up, fourth wave down, and then a fifth wave to the upside here. And in that idea, we may need to form still a few 4-5 patterns in this area, and the first one that we got is actually quite a large extension, to the point that I may even need to consider that this was instead a larger series of 1-2 setups, and that we could now be instead in the actual wave 3 to the upside. It is not possible to know at this point, unfortunately. For now, we will need to keep both counts on the chart, but yeah, here 1 2 3 4th and the 5th, and let's use a different color for this actually. So we have the yellow scenario here, and we have here a 1 2 and the third wave developing that would allow much higher extensions and might make a lot more sense. But keep in mind, in this chart we have seen a few instances where the fifth wave to the upside developed to very high levels, and then we had actually a wave 2 correction, so that could also be the case on this chart. But regardless, right now I am still looking for higher, and yeah, even within this wave 5 I could still see a few more highs possible. And internally here, probably a 1 2, another 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, and another 4 5 pattern here, another 4 5. I could say that we have a simple 1 2 3 pattern complete, and we are now looking for a wave 4 correction. That does seem to be the case. Now also, if we check the RSI, we do see that divergences have started to appear, and we haven't necessarily topped here, but I do find it highly likely actually. So yeah, I would internally track for now a structure like this, but depending on how high we push after we bottom here in a wave 4, it could vary what degree or what count we rather track, if it is the fifth wave in yellow, or if it really is a third wave in blue, where realistically this could turn into another 1 2 setup and then allow for a very large push in a follow-up third wave to the upside. We will have to see. Generally, if this is the case, I will probably see the wave 2 find support in a very similar area of what we would be looking for in a wave 4 correction, because in such impulsive structures the corrections tend to be very shallow before such a massive push to the upside. But for now, I am still looking for higher, as long as we stay above the 50% retracement, and the general area of support is between the $349 level all the way down to the $281 level. Now if we actually break below that, I would probably look for a different count, where I may even consider that this push to the upside is complete, and it could be something like a 1 2 3, and this like the third wave, and we get here a fourth and a fifth wave to come. We would need to look for the larger degree structure, but it wouldn't necessarily be too good, but it still has chances to push higher even if it fails the 50% retracement here. But for now, I am pretty optimistic to still find support, a higher low, and form a fifth wave to the upside in this area at least. And for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.